doing? Oh, yeah. Okay. We're gonna go meet the shamisen player. Ugh. I hate Mibu Village. Maybe it's just like this horror town aesthetic that I don't like. Anyway, so Jinzaimon, that's his name. We're gonna have a conversation with Jinzaimon, who has been on a quest. Man, you saw how hard it was for us to get down here, and we've got sweet shinobi grappling hooks. Jinzaimon is just a dude with a sword, but he managed to get down here, following the sound of his shamisen player.
Oh, is that you, Shinobi? I was so taken by the melody. I did not see you coming. Ah, I can hear it. I'm sure the shamisen player is just beyond here. I knew it. He's been waiting for me the whole time.
The whole time.
Oh, I knew.
So, shamisen player. Did we have it on? So, you can really only learn this through messing around with it or watching people who mess around with it. The shamisen player, quite obviously we're going to have to fight, is weak to the same Sabimaru, which implies that she is an Okami or descends from the Okami as well, which makes sense considering where we are. You'll see what I mean when we get into the Divine Realm. But so a handy thing to have. Let's change this. A handy thing to have is the Sabimaru. We also have this sweet upgraded one, which I'm hoping is better against ghosts. I don't have any reason to believe that it is, but I'm hoping so. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. This woman tends to really screw with me. This is a parry game. No way about it.
Why are you crying?
Because I'm sad.
What are you sad about?
I don't know where Lord Sakusa is, or what he's doing. It breaks my heart. If I can't see him, I'd at least like to know. But no matter how many letters I send, he never writes me back. And no one will tell me where he is. Actually, sir, can you tell me? Where is Lord Sakusa?
There are no right answers in this.
Oh, you're a liar too. Why must everyone hide him from me?
Ah! Aha! She closes distance so fast.
Lord, you won't come to me. At least instead.
Ah! Hey, hey!
I'm so glad. Lord Sakuza brought me that man in his stead. Oh, and he's right over there.
That didn't go so badly. So, that's a shamisen player. And we'll come back and visit our boy, Jinzaimon.
Are you there, Shinobi?
Yes.
I must give you my thanks, Shinobi.
Yeah, thanks.
You brought the shamisen player to me just a moment ago. She caressed me while playing her sweet melody. It was a different song than before. Like a lullaby. A peaceful, warm melody. She spoke to me as she played. Thank you for coming to me, she said. It turns out she was calling to me this whole time. Shinobi, please, take this.
We got this Jesus statue. Slightly different. Lord Sakuza, please take this cloth and use it as a bundle of little ones so they may live on in peace. What exactly went down with them is kind of ambiguous. Obviously, she was a ghost. And she was looking for some guy named Lord Sakuza. And I know that he predates Jinzaimon by a good clip. This blanket implies some stuff. So this is the only Jesus statue we have that's got this extra stuff on it. Obviously, Lord Sakuza didn't want to be found for whatever reason. But what went on with them, I'm not entirely sure. I have theories about the baby being born later, but it's hard to say.
So very tired now.
And thus falls Jinzaimon, never to be seen again. Ay vey. Well, we made it back to this bridge I accidentally made it to before. We know what's waiting over there. Suck it, Ghost Samurai. Now we're into the rest of Mibu Village. We want to stay off the ground wherever possible. So there's this house. All these dudes hanging out with this house. You can go kill those dudes if you want. Don't really need to. We're not going to, because it can be kind of a pain. You don't get a lot out of it. What you really want to do is slip under this here house. And you'll see a sweet shinobi door. We're so sneaky. Divine Confetti. And you'll find this guy.
Hello? Hey,
Dude,
what are
she's
you doing?
real thirsty.
It feels... Oh, that's good. It's melting inside, but it's not enough.
Never enough.
Pouring. Pour until it brims. Come forth, my people. Come forth and drink. Drink. Indulge yourself in the sweet nectar. Come forth as citizens of the palace, one and all. Please accept us as your humble servants.
Yeah, so obviously this dude's a bit creepy. Having a bit of a day of it. He seems like not a lot. I'm gonna double check see he doesn't have anything else to say.
But this won't do.
Oh, so he does.
Too dilute. Refuses to dissolve completely. Unfit to be citizens of the palace. Oh. Oh. Waters of the palace. Fill our cups once more. Fill them to the brim. To the brim.
Anything else?
But until fill them.
What's up, buddy? What? Is it mail? Did we get mail? Sure did. We sure did get mail. You wanna go see? You wanna go see the mail? But check it out. Go see. Are we content? Have we proven that no one was under attack? Alright. Thank you for being such a conscientious protector. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so... this guy, is the head priest. You can tell by his weird getup and the stuff that he says, paying attention to stuff from before. This thing. Red lump. So... this is all about the rejuvenating waters, like I said. The rejuvenating waters flow into Mibu Village and seems to have been a big part of their faith. Now, how long that's been the case, I'm not sure. I get the impression that it was a really long time, but it's not really stated, I guess. Grab this this thing? Bundle Jesus statue. The way that, like, Ishin and them talk about it, it sounds like it's been this way for a long time, but it wasn't like this until fairly recently. It seems to be a newer development, something to do with the corruption of these waters. We'll see a little bit about that going up, but their whole faith seemed to be about gaining access to the Divine Palace, and if you remember all the stuff with palanquins, that'll come up later. So, immortality, becoming divine, all of that's a big aspect of faith in and around the Ashina area, as far as I can tell. You know, the great white snakes and becoming a bride of the snake, which, as far as I can tell, this means you get eaten. In this case, becoming citizens of the palace by drinking the waters. Whatever it was that went wrong, that all may be tied to the divine dragon. So we know that the dragon's heritage isn't endogenous to this area. It's something that came from the west. If you remember all that stuff with the divine child, this thing came here accidentally, it seems. It wasn't meant to be. Whatever it is, it's been taken from its natural home and context, and that may be what's thrown everything off. At least that's my suspicion. My guess is that whatever was going on, the Divine Palace had a way of being before all of this, and once the Divine Dragon and the Dragon's heritage sort of settled here, that's what began corrupting things. It mentions specifically that, you know, quote-unquote lesser gods were pushed out and whatnot, so maybe all of this functioned properly in the past. It's definitely not doing that now. We're going to come back for that guy. I'm not sure what he gives us this go-around, but when you get a certain item and come back for him, and give it to him, you will get 5 treasure carp scales. It's a big deal. Treasure carp scales are a pain. If you want to get all those items, like, you're going to need everyone you can get your hands on, so this is a great way to get them. I think I'm just supposed to... Oh! I think I'm just supposed to go around. Can I get up this way? Sure can. Yeah. This is our next battle. I'm sure it'll go swimmingly. Ah! Oh, no! Ah! I guess we can only use the snap seed 3 times. Alright, we're gonna run for a bit. Get our healing back. Do we have rice? Sure should do. Okay, okay, okay. Waha! Cool. Corrupted monk. Watch us over the cave entrance, deep in Mibu Village. And we got the Mibu breathing technique. This is a thing that lets us swim underwater. And it's also a reason to return to a bunch of stuff you did in the past, if we're being honest. Go find items. Swim everywhere. I'm going to try to go back to some of the areas, but like honestly, just go back to all the places that had water and swim in them. You're going to find so much stuff down there. Interesting thing about that monk. So if you notice it was that weird purple color, that's because it was an illusion. If you ever see that color, like with Lady Butterfly or those people in the mist. And a good way to deal with illusions is snap seeds. Normally it sends them away, but in this case it just stuns them. As we just proved, it only works 3 times, but it's handy. The corrupted monk is not super difficult, it's kind of difficult. Has a tendency to punish you. A lot of sweeping attacks though, so you want to stay airborne a lot, or get real good at parrying. Remember, if you do a perfect parry, they can't break your posture. But some of those attacks, especially that big spin attack, like if it breaks your posture, if you miss a parry and you just block and it breaks your posture, like you'll just get wrecked. Either way, corrupted monk down. Really should have rested and got more gourds. We'll get our gourds back now. And we'll enhance our attack power. Corrupted monk donned the mask of a fierce guardian deity. Her form was nebulous, appearing as if in a dream. What reason could there have been guarding the Mibu Village cave entrance? Well, we're about to find... Well, we'll eventually find out. Now we can finally enter the cave. Look at it. It's so pretty. How do those trees grow? Who knows? Grab it. So here's that stone we were looking for. Stone found at altar deep within the village of the water dwellers. Stones which sometimes appear in the bodies of those who have long drank from the fountainhead waters. Weird. Step into the marital shrine and offer the fragrant auspicious stone. I love that word. I use it all the time. One of the incense ingredients sought by the divine heir to several immortality. Yeah, so back to these palanquins, these weird fucking palanquins that we find. Obviously, whomstever was deemed to be the worthy one, I guess, would go into this bridal palanquin to ascend to the divine realm, which, you know, may or may not be better than getting eaten by a giant snake. I guess it depends on your stance on these things. Either way, we got what we came for. We will be back to this area. But we gotta bring this rock back to Kuro. And actually, we're gonna go talk to the Divine Child as well, because we used our rice. So we'll go do that first. I am glad to be done with Mibu Village. There's just something about it that, like... Maybe it's intentional. I'm just never comfortable there, but I just do not like being in that place. So, she's obviously not doing so hot as these things go.
I'm glad you've come, Shinobi of the Divine Air.
What's wrong?
It is nothing serious. More importantly, your rice.
Hold on. You don't look well. Rest.
Yes, I understand.
What can I do?
What?
Is there something I can get you?
Well, then I'd like to eat a persimmon.
All right.
So if you've picked one up because you bought it or you found it, you can just give it to her.
You've come to visit.
If not, go
Shinobi
frickin'
of
find
the
a persimmon.
Divine
This
Air.
girl's worked... She's worked so hard making magic rice for you, and the least you could do is give her some
I
fruit.
found a persimmon.
Truly? You brought me a persimmon.
Eat.
Yes. Thank you. It's sweet and delicious.
Good.
Shinobi, hold out your hand.
But,
No need to hesitate. Hold out your hand.
all right.
A bountiful harvest for you.
Yeah!
I thank you, Shinobi of the Divine Air. The crop is plentiful, thanks to the persimmon you gave me. I ask that you also give some to the Divine Heir of the Dragon's Heritage.
I will.
And we got some rice for Kuro. So, the reason that we've been using our rice is so that we could get to this point. Whatever it is that she's doing, making magic rice obviously sucks the life out of her, but giving her tasty fruit, revived her pretty well. So we got extra magic rice. Rice is precious. I want nothing more than for the Divine Heir of the Dragon's Heritage to get better. Kuro would like you to be pleased to receive it.
Shinobi of
more?
the Divine Heir, you are welcome here.
Maybe not. So you can keep giving her persimmons and getting rice throughout the game whenever she gets tired.
Farewell,
No
Shinobi.
reason to
Harvest
story-wise,
plentiful where-
but now we've got a lot of stuff to go see Kuro about. And here we are. So normally we'd just make our way to Kuro, but as you can see, all of our things have been shut off. Which is our first indication that something has gone badly at the castle. So if you've got this one, the abandoned dungeon entrance, you can still enter here. If not, you can always come back to the gate. Me, I prefer this entrance. Yeah. Okay. So, this dude's here now. I screwed that up. I'm sorry, y'all. We're just gonna reset the world so I can get that eavesdrop for you. Cool. Alright. Get the eavesdrop this time.
Where's the next shift? My watch ended a while ago, but no one's coming to take my place.
I feel bad for the Tara troop guys, so we won't bother killing that one. So, if you watch that guy sort of ran and hid, your first indication that things have gone south. But you'll fight whether you want to or not. Oh, that's a stab. So, Ashina Castle seems to be under attack. All of those purple ninja dudes were obviously scoping out the territory, and now things have gone to the next step. Also, we killed everybody who could possibly defend this place, so...
In the mode.
And they got those sweet bridges around. We'll hop down this way. Grab that. We never came down here. Wasn't a great reason to before. So there's a treasure carp. We don't need it. You can hunt it if you want. Yeah, okay. So now we can dive and come underwater, and you can't die because you have a super special breathing technique. Means that you're basically invincible, at least to water. And you'll find stuff at the bottom of these places. So even if you've been to a place, it pays to come back and explore a little bit. It's also the way we make it through here. Sweet. And now we're up. Here. This will bring us back to the gates. Which is certainly a place that we would like to be. Mostly because we can get this idol. shit. So you can run past that guy. God, I'm gonna forget that that is a stab every time. You thought you were safe. Oh no! Yeah, okay. Fighting these guys isn't great. Particularly when there's a bunch of them. They're not the worst thing that's ever happened, but, you know, they take some time and good deflections, so we can run up through here, grab these items. You'll find that this door is locked, and there's obviously a monster on the other side. But, as last time, easiest way is over the roofs. So, around, just making sure there's no items. Doesn't look like there is. See a battle going down. No need for us to get involved though. Now, last time this place was covered in nitro ninjas. Obviously they're not doing so hot. As usual, you don't actually have to fight a lot of these guys if you really don't want to. I don't see why not. And these are our Senpo assassins from before, so you can see that they're also working with the Interior Ministry to take down Ashina. Oh no! hate these guys. So we're still in the early days of the attack. So pretty much everybody here is ninjas, obviously scoping out the scene more than anything else. Oh, this guy. Come on, dude. Well. He took it like a champ, though. Barely even damaged. So we've got ninjas everywhere. Pretty much everywhere there were Nightjar ninjas before. Now there's Tyr Ministry ninjas. So if you have particular trouble with them, be careful in this area. You're going to run into a bunch. It's a little easier to navigate, though, and that's nice. It's the beauty of being an invading force, I guess. Ugh. That wasn't what we wanted. Oh, well, we can grab that item. I don't want to deal with these guys. So you can fight these guys. I recommend puppeteering when available. Don't be like me. Now, there's obviously a few ways to get around, but do not forget your idol. So you can go directly up top. I highly recommend you do otherwise. You're going to want to be as strong as humanly possible before you go up there. So that means prayer beads and whatnot. And there's some prayer beads to be gained. So if there's any mini boss that you haven't got up to this point, like, go get them. We're just gonna puppeteer that guy. And that guy. There's always someone somewhere. I'm going to just let all those suits duke it out, if we're going to be honest. I just want to make sure there's nothing that we're missing. Pretty confident in our abilities on that one. Ah, there's the thing up here. That guy. Gonna come up here real quick. Mostly to... There's some guys who were coming around the corner I don't want to have to handle right now. If that's at all a possibility. Well, sometimes you kill a puppet. But again, we're just gonna let those suits fight it out. So, we found Ishin. We found Emma. Everyone we love is good. There's a sweet chest. With the black scroll. So, in addition to the red portal blade, there exists one of black color. Its name is Open Gate. It says to hold the power to open the gate to the underworld. Through this power, it creates life. Makes offerings to the dragon's blood. But check on our puppets. We did it. So we'll go check on Ishin and Emma.
It never fails. Lord Ishin disappears the moment I take my eyes off of him. He's quite a handful. Goodbye.
Is that a look of concern on your face? Emma's always telling this old bastard to stay here. So that's why I'm here.
Okay. So Ishin can't help us. So while we're in the area. So you can hear battles going on. I'm sure you remember this fucking place. So there's that guy. And then there's that guy. We're gonna grab this guy. And make him a puppet. Because this guy can suck. Get off the wall. First one down. Okay. Nine times out of 10, you always want to go for a backstab on the main guy, right? But with that guy in the corner, it's a bait. They're just trying to bait you in. Luckily, he's dead now. So, we'll rest. Obviously, Super Assassin won't be there anymore. But the other one will be, so don't forget about him.
divine heir, Lady Emma, her big...
Oh, well. Thanks, dude. Anyway, he tells you some shit.
I remember you well. I heard stories of your death, yet here you are.
He's not dead. Everyone's very
What are you
shocked.
plotting, Owl?
Plotting. I would do no such thing. Now, my lord, I must ask that you accompany me. This old bird has but one desire. To protect the divine heir from those that might take his esteemed blood.
So, the dragon's heritage has seduced you too. Then
Yup.
there is nothing to discuss. Take your leave.
I would, my lord, but I'm so stunned by this view. I'd like to take it in just a while longer. I'll leave when I've had my fill.
So here's our dude. I'm actually gonna break here, and then we'll return. That way I can keep it an hour, because this is gonna go a while. So right back at it. One sec.